It was a dark and stormy night, and Emily was driving home from a long day at work. She was tired and just wanted to get home, but the rain was coming down in sheets and made it hard to see the road. As she drove, she noticed a figure on the side of the road. It was a man, hunched over and waving his arms, as if he needed help. Emily hesitated for a moment, but she decided to pull over and see if she could assist him. The man approached her car, and Emily could see that he was drenched from the rain. He told her that his car had broken down a few miles back and asked if she could give him a ride to the nearest town. Emily was hesitant, but she felt bad for the man and agreed to help him out. As they drove, the man seemed to grow increasingly agitated. He kept glancing out the window and muttering under his breath. Suddenly, the man reached over and grabbed Emily's arm, causing her to swerve off the road. She tried to fight him off, but he was too strong. He pulled her out of the car and dragged her into the woods. Emily tried to scream for help, but the man covered her mouth with his hand. He led her deeper into the woods, and she could hear strange noises coming from all around her. She didn't know what was happening, but she knew that she was in grave danger. Finally, the man stopped and pushed her into a small cabin in the middle of the woods. Emily tried to run, but the man grabbed her and pulled her back inside. He locked the door and turned to face her, his eyes filled with a strange, predatory gleam. Emily knew that she had to escape, but she was trapped. She searched the cabin for any way out, but there was none. She was alone, with no hope of rescue. As the night wore on, Emily grew more and more frightened. She could hear strange whispers coming from outside the cabin, and she knew that something was coming for her. She tried to stay calm, but she was beginning to lose hope. Finally, as dawn began to break, Emily heard a knock on the door. She cautiously approached and peered through the keyhole. To her surprise, it was a group of hunters who had been tracking the man for weeks. They broke down the door and rushed in, guns at the ready. Emily was safe, but she was forever changed by the horrors that she had experienced that night. As she drove home, Emily couldn't help but wonder what other terrors lay hidden in the darkness. She knew that she would never be the same again.